I guess, what was it like to just be in the middle of that defense and get an opportunity to play a lot and then see some results on Saturday?
It was exciting. Coming off of fall camp and, hitting the same guys over and over again gets old. But being able to run out on the field with, like Layton and David and Keikoa and Pierce is definitely a great feeling knowing that, even if it is going to be my first start, I have guys around me that will back me up in whatever I do, just like I got there, Brett.
For young about the game, there were no real big breakdowns or anything like that, so what was your takeaway?
I think we had a pretty solid game. Troy's a great offense, having a running back that's 250, a power back. O-line is huge, and they have receivers that can run and catch as well as they do. It was definitely a challenge, but Coach Avalos has us emphasizing communication and just relentless pursuit to the ball all through fall camp, all through spring ball last year, and all that week preparing for them. And so I just feel like with the Coach Avalos' game plan and our attitude about going into the game, I feel like we performed like we prepared for.
Yeah. Did your family come to any games last year? And you said you had a pretty big group here. So were they anticipating your first start, maybe? Or
well, I told them that I should be playing a good amount that week, and so they told everybody else. And I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting all that, but it's always good having my family support. Because that's the thing I always remember is the name on my back. Trying to just represent that, right?
Yeah, it's cool to play well in front of them too.
Yes, definitely. It was cool playing in front of them last year, just on the special teams and a little bit of defensive reps I got. But it is, it made me feel like I'm doing something for the name on my back.
Defensively, I mean, so many young guys and guys with not a ton of playing experience. Fans, us, whoever kind of questioned, what the defense would look like this year. Was it nice to come out in that first game and have a game like you guys did and dominate like that to kind of, calm down fans or kind of show folks that, just because you guys don't have the names, maybe some of the other guys, you guys are just as good?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people were questioning what we would or how we would perform because of our lack of experience. But, for us, that's just another challenge, another opportunity to prove people wrong. And so I feel like all through fall camp, we, had that mindset like, yeah, we might be young, but we're not going to let that determine how we're going to play.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, you look around and yourself included, but like over half that starting defense arrived as a part of that 16 recruiting class.
I mean, it is what it is. It's pretty neat to see like all of us play together, but I think it's just we're just trying to play ball like how we were in high school, and it's just a lucky break for us that we can play as early as we are.
What are you guys doing right, though? I mean, you clearly are doing something right to where that many of you guys have been able to be here for a little over a year and all of a sudden are in starting roles.
I feel like, especially like, me and Pierce, Keikoa, all the guys that were trying to get on the field last year, we spent a lot of time in the film room and just trying to study and try and build our knowledge of the game. So I feel like that's what we're doing well, is just trying to take our own time out of our personal life and try and make ourselves better when nobody else.
You mentioned
really
Troy being a challenge. What about Washington State's offense on Saturday?
Yeah, that's a really good offense. Their pass percentage is ridiculous, crazy. The quarterback was 100% in the first half or something like that, and that's unheard of. You know what I mean? So to be able to line up against them and play and see what we can do against them is definitely something that we're excited for.
With how do you feel like they use their running backs kind of in a unique way? I mean, they kind of lull you to sleep because they pass so much, but at the same time they can run it. And then they had a running back that had 13 grabs the other day. So what do you think about their running backs?
I think the running backs are really skilled. Most running backs, 13 grabs is a lot for one running back in one game, but that's like a part of their game plan. And so I feel like they're doing a really job executing what they need to do. Obviously, against Montana State, they had a really good game. So, it just comes on us to how we're going to stop them.
What is kind of the key? I mean, you got a big, experienced offensive line. They also get rid of the ball quick, so kind of, pressuring the quarterback can be hard at times. But I mean, what's the key to this, solving this offense, I guess?
I think it's just making sure that we all are on the same page, and making sure that not one person's running one thing and another person's running another thing. It's just make sure that we're all running the same defense, because with the fast tempo that they have sometimes too, it could get a defense off guard with trying to get the plays off the signal. So I just making sure we're on the same page and same page and you know, make sure we're all communicating well.
What did that first game do for you guys in terms of your confidence level? I mean, you know, say it's only one game, but being so young, probably nice to see results, I would assume. So what did it do for your confidence level?
Well, during fall camp, I never feel like, you know, being young, I didn't really think that was an obstacle that we needed to get over. You know, with the mindset that we have, it's just we're trying to play ball, and we're trying to play ball as best as we can. And, you know, whether that's a young guy or an old guy, we're all going to do the same thing to be as best as we can. So I don't really feel like experience was really like a thing that we needed to worry about.
I was just asking about the smoke and stuff too, forcing you guys inside. How does that kind of impact things, or I don't know, does it impact you?
I mean, it's not a big deal to me or any of us really. You know, it's just like something else that, just like on the field, if something else goes wrong, we got to adjust. So I feel like it's the same thing. Just instead of practicing outside, we got to go indoors and doing stuff inside. But I don't think that's really a big factor.